Question number 6. Question says find the value of k for which the equation 5x squared minus 2x plus k is equal to 0 has exactly one solution. So let's write the question. The question is 5x squared minus 2x plus k is equal to 0. Now, when the question says exactly one solution, what does it mean? Exactly one solution means that the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, should be equal to 0. So, now let's see what is our discriminant. A value is 5, b value is negative 2, and c value is k. So, b squared minus 4ac is going to be negative 2 squared minus 4 into a into c, which is k. And this should be equal to 0. So this is 4 minus 4 5s are 20k is equal to 0. Therefore 4 is equal to 20k, and therefore k is equal to 4 divided by 20, and therefore k is equal to 1 divided by 5. So that answers question number 6. Moving on to question number 7. So question number 7 says, given that for all values of x, 3x squared plus 12x plus 5 is equal to p into x plus q the whole square plus r, find the values of p, q and r. In other words, we need to do completing the square. So let's start with question 7. The question is 3x squared plus 12x plus 5. So when we have to do completing the square and we have a coefficient of x squared which is other than 1, we pull it out as a common factor from the first and the second term. So when we pull out 3 as a common factor, we will be left with x squared and 4x. So the first step we only pull out common. Second step we do completing the square for this bracket. So when we do completing the square, we check the coefficient of x. Just take half of it and complete the square. So 3 is written as it is. Here is my completing the square, x plus half of 4, which is 2. Complete the square. Now take this number and subtract the square of it outside the bracket. So I take the number 2, subtract the square of it outside the bracket, and this bracket of mine is the completing the square of the bracket which is highlighted in green. For this one, these two are identical. And I write the plus 5 as it is. So I simplify 3 into x plus 2 the whole squared minus 4 plus 5. Now I can multiply. So this is 3 into x plus 2 the whole squared, and 3 into negative 4 is minus 12 plus 5. So this gives me the final answer, 3 into x plus 2 the whole squared minus 7. So I need to write the value of p, q and r. So p is equal to 3, q is equal to 2, and r is equal to negative 7. That answers question A, part A of question 7. Part B says hence solve the equation. So when we say hence solve, that means we need to start from the answer of part A, and that should continue to part B. So I write the answer of part A, 3x plus 2 the whole squared minus 7. And if I have to solve the equation equal to 0, this equation equal to 0 is my question. This is equal to this, so I equate this to 0. So I have equal to 0, and then I write 3 into x plus 2 the whole squared is equal to 7. And then I take the 3 to the other side and it divides, so I have 7 by 3. Then I take square root on both the sides. So on the left side, the square root cancels the square and I have x plus 2 left. On the right side, I will have plus or minus square root of 7 by 3. So I have x is equal to negative 2 plus or minus square root of 7 by 3. And that's the answer for 7b. Moving on to question number 8. The function f is defined as f of x is equal to 2 to the power of 2x minus 20 into 2 to the power of x plus 64. Write f of x in the form of, so our answer should be in the form of a factorized double bracket. So let's go ahead and try what we can do. Now in this question, we are given a bracket here. So this bracket tells us something, that we need to substitute this bracket for a variable. So 2 to the power of x is to be substituted with a variable. Let's say 2 to the power of x is y. So here also I have 2 to the power of x. So if 2 to the power of x is y, then I have here, this becomes my y, and then I have a square. So this becomes y square minus 20y plus 64. So I have y squared minus 20y plus 64. So I can factorize this. Product is equal to 64. Sum is equal to negative 20. So 16 fours are 64. So negative 16 into negative 4 gives us positive 64 and adds to give us negative 20. So we have y minus 16 into y minus 4. And now we rewrite our answer, because originally we had no y in the question. So we resubstitute y for 2 to the power of x. So we write here 2 to the power of x minus 16 and 2 to the power of x minus 4. And we answered part A. Now part B says, hence find the roots of fx. In order to find the roots, we always equate our quadratic to 0. Now when it says hence find, which means we need to use the answer of part A. So answer of part A now represents the expression, and I equate it to 0 in order to find the roots. So this is 2 to the power of x minus 16 is equal to 0, and 2 to the power of x minus 4 is equal to 0. 2 to the power of x is equal to 16. 2 to the power of x is equal to 4. So 2 to what power gives us 2 to the power of 4 gives us 16, and 2 to the power of 2 gives us 4.